this is the automation zone. Let's look at what is import and what are packages in Python. To explain this, let's look at a project. So this is a project called tutorial number 24. It has two files, M1 and M2. So M2 has got three functions here. Okay, I go to M1, I use a keyword import and I type the name of the other file. Okay, in this way I will be able to access the code present in the file M2. So I can see the three functions right here. I can also execute it as well. Okay, so what is import? Import is just a way in which we can use the code present in other files and other folders. Okay, this is taught in our previous tutorial for modules. Just have a look at that. The other thing is modules are files. Okay, so if modules are files, okay, what is a package? Package is a folder. Why do we need packages and modules? Because if you have thousands of lines of code in one file, it becomes confusing. If you have many files, okay, in one folder, that's also confusing. It's good to have it's good for us to arrange things, you know, depending on what you feel, right? Okay, so this is a package. I'm going to make two files in this. Let me make it as file 1, okay, and file 2. So these are my modules, with the name file 1 and file 2, both in package 1. Okay, let me arrange them in order. I don't need M2 right now, so let me close this. Okay, let me make a function here in file 1. So def, let me call this as package 1 file 1. This is just that it is not going to be confusing for us going forward. And let me also print the exact same thing. Let me copy paste the same code in file 2 as well. So this is package 1 file 2. Now let me come back to M1. Okay, so this is importing from the file in the same place, right? Now we learn how to import from packages. So if I look at this hierarchy, M1 is in the root folder. Okay, in the root folder I've got three things: package 1, M1 and M2. So this is a package M1, and inside this package I've got two files, file 1 and file 2. Now how do I import this? Now import M2, okay, is going to import the file. I can also do something like this: from M2 import the things which are inside the file. Okay, press Ctrl space, you get these options. So I can import the function, I can import only the function, and I can use the function directly. Okay, no need to do all of this. Now in the same way, okay, instead of from the file import the function, I can also type from the package. So from the package, which is package 1, exact same name, import, and if I do Ctrl space, I get to see those two files right here. So file 1 and file 2. So let me import file 1. So if I do file 1, okay, if I type file 1 and I do a dot here, I will be able to see the functions within the file 1, same as this. Okay, and if I run it, okay, as you can see, that particular function was executed. Okay, in the same way I can also import file 2. I have to make changes here. Okay, so far so good. Okay, other thing to note is, remember how we talked about earlier, importing functions, okay, not the entire module. That we can do as well. What you have to do is from package dot the two files, right? So choose a file which you want to choose. Okay, so from this file I can import the specific function itself, and instead of typing file dot function, I can just type the function name. Okay, so these are the ways in which you can import and use your code. Okay, so let me revert these changes. Let me choose file 1 itself. Let me change this to file 1. So now what we learned is importing from the same folder, importing from a package, okay, importing even functions, not the entire module itself. Okay, now let's look at sub packages, and we'll also look at a problem statement as well. So I have a package within a package, so we usually call it as a sub package. So sub package, and let me have the same file over here, but let me name this as, you know what, let me keep the exact same name. Okay, and so this is not package, this is sub package. Okay, let me print this here, sub package 1 file 1. Let me bring this in the corner to avoid confusion again. So this is package file 1. Now you can see that because these two are having the same file names, the first thing you notice is PyCharm automatically is telling to you, okay, it avoids confusion for you, that this file is in package and this file is in sub package. Okay, now I think you might be understanding what we are going to do right now. What we'll do is from package, okay, if I do a dot here, you can see the two files as well as a sub package, right? Sub package. This is the way in which you can go within a folder, okay, to the folder of your choice. Then I do import. And now you see I have the exact same file name. Okay, you know what, let me also give the exact same function name also, so we'll see what happens. Okay, let me come back here. Now exact same file name, exact same function name. Okay, and I've imported it both. Okay, so which one is run? The sub package is run. Okay, so the import which is done in the end, okay, will overwrite the previous import. How do I solve this? Okay, so one way to solve it is use different names for your files. Okay, but sometimes you might use files of your colleagues. In that case, what to do? Use a keyword called as. Okay, so I can this package 1 na? So I can say this file I can rename as package dot file, so pf1, and this file I can rename as, okay, as sub package, okay, file 1. So moment I do this, okay, I can then specify, okay, or I can give the file based on these names, okay, based on the aliases, not the original name. So this is the other way in which you can solve this particular issue, which it does come when you are working. Okay, so now let me change the file name back to what it was. To change it back, you have to go to refactor, go to do rename, okay, and just change the file to sub file. Okay, if you check references, make sure that your naming conventions are done properly, or else it will, if you're not following proper naming conventions and proper coding formats, it can destroy your code. So if you're using proper coding standards, okay, then you check mark it, else you leave it. So here we go, sub file 1. So in this way we can import things from packages as well as from sub packages. The other thing for what you should know is this. Remember see, just look at the way we are importing. Okay, no matter where we are importing, we are always starting, okay, from the parent folder, right? What I mean to say is, even if there was a different package here by the name of package 2 and you had to import something from package 2, you would eventually have to start from the parent folder or from the root. The root over here basically means all the files and folders which are present in your root directory. Okay, so the files and folders in my root directory are package 1, package 2 and these two files right here. Okay, and when we import, we start from here and then we go all the way till the end. That's the way we are importing till now. Such kind of imports are called as absolute imports. Okay, we'll be looking at absolute and relative imports in our next tutorial. for now, just remember this, that when we are doing imports all the way from the starting, okay, or from a root folder till the very end, it's called absolute imports. Okay, I think we should stop this tutorial right here. We'll go in depth in the next tutorial. If you have any questions, do comment below. Thank you.